And let's start with tonight's presentation. Special honor, pleasure to have like a special guest today with us, Andrea Lekic. He just passed the training with you. And maybe it's not bad to inform you a few things about Andrea, because probably you don't know nothing about classical.
Hello.
You don't know nothing about Andrea. You can see some basic things about age, weight. She starts to play handball here in Serbia, in club called Belgrade, and then continue in Radnički Belgrade, Miloš from Aranđelovac. From Serbia, she moved very young girl, 18 years old, to Slovenia. She spent 4 years there in their best town, the best team, Krim Electra. And moved from Krim with new ambition, we'll speak about this later, to Hungary, one of the best, European best club. Actually, they try in the last 10 years to become European champion. Semi-final, they missed, and this year she became, together with Jer, winner of European Champions League. It's really big success, but new challenge for the next season is called Vardar, from Skopje, from Macedonia, capital of Macedonia, one super team created this year, and let's see what will happen next season. There is some, you will see the number after the presentation, video clip, from national team and club, 7 and 77, and there is some success from the club success. She actually, I just recognized that she is the champion last 6-7 years in a row in Serbia, Slovenia and Hungary. And you can see the title. Last year they played the Champions League final with Jer, one exciting game, two exciting games against Budućnost, and this year they won a very emotional game in the final of Champions League. With the national team of Serbia, they just finished European Championship last year in Serbia on the fourth place, and this year is a new challenge, World Championship here in Serbia. And let's see what will happen. There is some individual success, like best Serbian player, best Balkan player, MVP on regional handball league, and one of the best is probably this IHF world best player, fourth place, and the last European Championship, Belgrade, she was voted like all-star playmaking. Actually, you know, the position is play. It's really special honor to have tonight this opportunity to welcome Andrea to be here.
Thank you very much on this pitch.
Shakar, can you help us to recognize a little bit who is Andrea and how looks the handball presented by Andrea before we start? It's one interesting goal from Andrea Lekic. Okay, that was a combination of a lot of things what playmaker can do with the ball and without playing around, and I'm sure that people enjoy. And now I will open to you to ask Andrea what you want. Shaka already prepare something, and feel free to speak about everything what looks interesting for you, because she is really now top player in European handball. And it's always a pleasure to have someone who is active player with us together, some athletes from the top of the world, let's say. Shaka?
Okay, I will start because there's some question that I think we must ask Andrea. First question is when you decided that you want to be or you will be a professional handball player?
First, to start, I started with age of 10 with handball. So indeed, it was like the game. I look the handball game like I look it today. So for me, this is really all. I enjoy this. For me, this is fun. I really never considered very seriously if I'm going to be a professional player, because I started like every child start today, because you love the sport. So in one moment when the first serious offer came, I realized that my life can go in other direction. And before that I was training really hard to achieve this, and because I'm a type of person that I'm doing the things on maximum. So in one moment, when I got this serious offer from Slovenia, from this champion, I decided to pack my things, and I was 18 years old. It was really big risk for me, because I didn't know if I'm gonna succeed in this, but I took a chance, and I made a good choice, and I'm really happy. So if you want to be professional, in everything in your life you have to be very brave. So this is maybe the most important thing.
Mm. And can you sign one of the people around you, like parents, coaches, someone who help you or give you this opportunity to be a professional handball player, someone who change you?
Yeah. I have that luck that I have really good family, and I have a really big support from them. And one of the person who had a big influence on my career is the lady who is sitting with us. This is my first coach. So she is the one who had really good influence on myself. Indeed, from her I got a lot of knowledge and a lot of support. What is the most important today?
Looks like this relationship continue even now.
Yeah, she is one of my best friends, so more like sister.
Yeah.
You know, before it was a little bit bigger difference, like we were thinking everything. Yeah. Now it's like we are really, really close.
And who was your model, like athlete or someone who you want to be like and lead you?
I have to admit, I always watched men's handball a lot. So I liked Jackson Richardson, if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was one of them, because he was different. In those times he was a player who was different from other players. For me he was attractive, because I like attractive game. So I cannot say he was a model, but he was the player who I like to watch.
If we continue this question, now in Serbia, like you're like icon or celeb that people like to be like, or to copy you, or to buy your shirts, everything what you wear, shoes and dress. How you become this icon?
I cannot call myself, thank you for this.
Okay, but this is reality, no?
Yeah, I cannot judge.
Okay.
Maybe like this. I never thought about this, but I think that you can be a good role model if you are working hard and having good results, having a good relation with the small children, big children, it doesn't matter. So in the end, I'm just trying to be as I am, open, fair, and I think easy to speak. Of course, giving my best, because nobody will look you as a role model if you're not giving the results.
Mm-hmm.
So the results comes first, and then after it comes everything.
What means this number that you play is 77 or 7 in national team?
When I start with 7, it was really pure accidental thing. So this was the last number which stayed, I think. There it was 7-13 and something like this, and like everybody told you, 13 is not happy.
Yeah.
Of course, and then I took 7, so I never changed it. And then one year when I came to Krim, Slovenia, of course I was the youngest player there, and there were a player who had this number 7 already 10 years, so I just choose 77, and now I don't want to change it. I don't believe that it brings luck, but I really like this number.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe last question. I think it's important for our players. What does it mean to be professional athlete? What it mean beside the court, beside this time that you are coming to the court and work hard? What does it mean all around?
First, I think, like a professional player, you have to have a clear objective in your head. That means that you have to have some road which you want to take. This means if you want really to be a champion, you have to start to dream about this really from young ages, because it's not just an empty story. I really believe if you believe enough, the things are getting better and better. But besides that, like you said, it's not enough only this, because the hard work and work on yourself, like individual work, when everybody else is not working, it's maybe the key point of everything. Besides of that, we have to pay attention on everything, starting from the food, starting from the daily habits, starting from everything what you consider that is important, of course. Starting from, going in bed on the right time, getting up, and for me it was very hard moments, and there are still hard moments for me when it's, of course, preparation period, and it's the hardest physical work and everything, but my point of view, nobody likes it. I also don't like it, but you know that without physical work, for example, you cannot play handball, you cannot play any sport. So you have to really be committed to this, and you have to live for this. This is the objective. If you have objective, you have to follow your dreams, but not only follow to work for your dreams. So this would be mine.
Nice message. I have a question. Some of the dreams are already realized in May. Actually, what stayed on the list?
Stays on the list now, December. Of course, the national world championship for Serbia, because when I moved this title from Champions League, my biggest wish is national team, because I think the success from your country, to share it with your people, you cannot measure it, of course. So this is the first objective. Second is that really I changed the club and going now to Vardar. Of course, everybody is asking why, because this is a totally new club with totally 10 new players from the whole of Europe, really quality players, one of the best in the Europe. It's a new project, but if I look myself, I was now winner, and now I'm starting, if you believe, in September from qualification to the Champions League. So it's like this, ups and downs, and for me this is a challenge. So I hope that again, I'm finding myself in this. Thank you. Yeah.
Someone else have any questions?
Mentality, how you prepare to game?
How I?
Mentality, how you prepare to game?
How I prepare to game. Indeed, I don't have nothing special preparation for every match. I don't do the same things. I don't have, like taking the left shoes and right shoes and the same t-shirt. I'm just preparing enough with, I'm not the type of the player who likes to watch a video too much also. I like to know with who I'm playing, preparing the basic characteristic about the players, but indeed I'm thinking a lot during the whole match about the concentration. But I like to have my own peace before the match. This means that I don't like when somebody is interrupting this, because usually I have daily habits, not only the day before the match or on the match, and when the big competition is coming. So everything starts really from the small details, from, like I said, daily habits, food and everything, physical preparation, extra work for you, because I think that you can also always find a place for extra workout for yourself if you think that you're not enough physically prepared. So indeed, I think it's like you have to pay attention on really small details which make really big thing.
Okay, what do you think is the difference between a men's handball and a women's handball?
From men's handball, today it's, on my point of view, of course, it's physics, it's our physical state, it's much more expressed than in women's handball, It's much more dominant. So when you watch, of course, it's much more attractive for you, but sometimes I think that you can see much more details, technical details in the women's handball, because of course maybe it's a little slower and you have a bigger opportunity to see how the things are going. With the men's handball today, it's like really you have to be pure dynamite to play.
I want to ask you maybe something about your personal life, but if you was not handball player, if you would not choose or chosen to be a handball player, what will you do?
With this nice woman voice, I should be a singer. No, I don't know. Really, they always taught me, but if you believe me, I was playing football with the guys when I was 7. So I cannot see myself in anything else about sport. I trained everything. I trained karate and a little bit of volleyball and a little bit of tennis and a little bit of basketball, and I stopped on the most beautiful sport in the world.
Which is the best sport.
I have some question. My English not so good, but if I have some problem, Shahar help me. In Serbia, have a lot of good sports like the tennis, Novak Djokovic, or in handball, and that you feeling the women handball become הרבה respect.
Have a
lot of like the men, or you feel it's not enough?
I will tell you sincerely. Before I'm in the national team already 7 years, so a long time. And it's a very good question because it was never the same. And I think it's going to be hardly the same. We have to do it we have to make it a very good result. But first time after so many years on European Championship, we made it a really, really big thing, but it's not enough. Sincerely, it's not enough because, as you know, in the whole world, men's and women's are not the same. So you have to work much harder. But we have this opportunity now in December. Indeed, we are not thinking, of course, about this to compete with them. But I think that the things are getting better and better. But like I said, we really have to make extra hard work to make it noticed. But on this European Championship, I'm really proud on the whole team. Because lately, before, 5 days, I was sitting in some cafe, just small story, which makes you really proud. The people were really happy. We make the nation happy with fighting. So this is the main key in this handball. If you want to show something like a team, first you have to show the fighting. And sacrificing for the teammate, for the team, and to really play like a team. And because tomorrow, if you win the medal, I think that nobody will remember Andrea Lekic. Everybody will say, the national team of Serbia won the medal of 2013, So the key point is play like a team because this brings the results.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
More questions?
אני אשאל עוד אחד פדיחות. I have one more question. The people come to show the play of the women handball in the wall or in Serbia, and the people come. I said this in Hebrew to Shahar is better. מה ההבדל בין הכמות צופים שיש בכדוריד הנשים לעומת הכדוריד הגברים? למה באליפות העולם האחרונה בנשים ראיתי שהעולם מפוצצים, ואם יש באמת הבדל כל כך גדול.
He asked about how many people come to watch women handball compared to men, because he saw last European Championship that everything was booked and full, and people love this game. Maybe I can give him answer about Montenegro, just a small example.
Maybe, of course.
Last time we played in Montenegro with the national team, it was not full. It was a very important game for them. And if you remember, we played really good, but we lost the game finally. But it was not full, But on the same ball or same place, same city, when the women team play, you cannot find a ticket. 5,000 people come there. So I think sometimes it's even more popular than men. And maybe now Andrea will...
Like you said, depends. I think there are not so many countries like I would like to have it more, but the reality is like the country like Montenegro, women handball is sport number 1. Hungary, women handball where I play now, it's incredibly. Really, I'm proud that I play there because they live for women handball. It's like a curiosity. In our city, we have a football club. They are also champion of Hungary, but people are not watching them. It's interesting, they're watching us, and I am just joking, this is the only city in the world where the people are watching more women handball than football, But, there are some countries which really women handball is really good.
I find this completely normal because young and beautiful girl play there.
No, but we have to have better like this, like smaller this, because they have to play like a volleyball player's home, huh? Yeah, and it's designed.
And another question. Did you ever feel that you're tired from handball, you don't want to play anymore, or you always just want to play?
Good question. I think that everybody sometimes, to be honest, feel that you're nervous because of something, losing the matches and the things are not going good. When I went to Krim with 18 years old, I was alone, totally alone. No Serbian players, nobody to help me. First year, it was nightmare for me. I was crying, coming out from the bed, playing bad, because you cannot play Champions League from Serbian League. But I was too young to understand this, to understand that I need time to progress, that I can play. So believe me, it was so many. Really, there were many hard days, and I was crying, not to admit this so much, but I think that when the next season we're starting, you can always, the public, you are a public person, everybody is watching you and judging you. So you can always hear the bad comments, if you agree. Somebody will always say, she's not good, he's not good, and you can always hear this. But I'm like person like this, when somebody say that you cannot do it, I'm gonna die because I'm gonna do it, And of course that I think the whole public in Serbia and everywhere said, when I went there, because I know I heard any comments. But you have to have how to say in English,
Good question.
okay, this is like when somebody say you cannot do it, then you do it because you want to show everybody that you can do it. So for me, the hard days are coming, but here is everything. How strong you are here. Indeed, how much you like this sport, how much you want to be a winner is the key of everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Since you opened the question for the media, when you see something bad for you, how do you react? Or do you even see it? Do you even pay attention to it? For example, a girlfriend calls you and say, oh, look what they said for you. Do you even pay attention to it?
When I was younger, like I said, when I was 18, 19, it was really hard for me, I couldn't realize why the people, they want me bad, why. But now I don't pay attention. Really, for me now this is fun. For me this is normal now. It's like I grew up. This is I'm older now and I understand everything, and everybody can judge. It's just a free will. That's it.
Okay, and can you tell us your secret and what do you eat?
What is Nothing like just dragon. I was watching today what he was eating. Nothing. So no. I'm just eating really with the sport food. Of course now I have this vacation, so I could live on sweet. So you should know I could eat sweet all days, 24 hours, But because I decided in my head why it's not good for me, so I said no. Of course I eat it, but there is time, for example in afternoon or something like this when I do it. But otherwise I really pay attention about the food, really.
Where's been your favorite place to play and favorite place to visit and play as well?
Still stay in Ljubljana.
Yeah.
Ljubljana was my favorite city after, of course, my Belgrade, because I was there 4 years. In those 4 years, I made everything to progress like a player. So also, I met there many beautiful and really good friends. So for me, if I should choose, it's Ljubljana and Slovenia, the country which I really like. But they're not handball fanatic. So if I choose the place where I was really happy, this is Europe, because people are on the friendly matches coming and the hall is full. So friendly preparation matches in August, the hall is full. So this is the unique feeling maybe of this fanatics.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You said that you went to Ljubljana when you were 18 and it was really hard. How was the attitude in the team? Did they help you progress as a younger player, or did they stare at you like a threat because you're new and eventually you take their spot? So
Good
you're
question.
kind of a...
Good question. I was 18 and in that moment I met with the players who were on the end of their career. They were 35, 36, they all were legends in the club, really legends of women handball in the world. And for me, like a playmaker, so the position. Like a playmaker, you have to do everything, you know. In the one moment on the matches, I forgot to shoot. Because everybody was screaming on me, give me the ball, give me the ball. Why I didn't give me the ball? You know, and I was like 18, I didn't know where to turn, you know, who to give the ball, what is happening? I cannot split the ball, give to the pivot and the player, no. It was very hard. Of course, today they're really my good friends,
Yeah, perfect.
really. But in that moment, I think when you're on professional level, there is no space for emotions. Nobody, okay, they are really rarely, you can find the good friends. I have many good friends from handball, but at that moment, I was really young to understand it. You know, it was really hard, you know, but I had a Croatian player there, so she helped me a lot, of course, you know, with everything. And after that, after, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, when I realized what is happening and everything was good. But the beginning is the hardest. After, it goes good.
I think I just want to finish and just to say that this is a great opportunity for us to meet athletes like you, handball player. I'm sure that you're like someone that will teach all of us to see more of this sport, of this handball, and we will, every one of us will support you in your next stage and further. We will watch the games and support you all the way.
And I would like to say also thank you for this beautiful presentation, and I'm really honored today that I'm here with you, because I heard especially about the Serbian players. I know them basically, but I heard about you like a national team, that you're really hard workers. Today when I watched this, I really had the opportunity to realize that this is the totally 100% true. I know that you are now participating in a really important tournament, really good. So I wish you luck. And I wish you just to be fighters. That is enough, you know, and you will make it.
Thank you.